In today's show, we're taking a look from McFarlane Toys from the Spawn universe, King Spawn and his minions. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the show, guys. Welcome back. And today we are doing King Spawn and his minions. I'm your host, Red, and we've got so much beautiful cheddar going on. There's so much going on here. So this might be a little bit of a long video, but stick around, guys. We're going to look at everything together on there. I'm not going to put all the weapons on, as some of them look a little ridiculous on when I was putting them on him, like a Tommy gun. We know why McFarlane did that. He added in there for the Joker. But we will take a closer look at the minions. We'll take a look at everything. And we'll start off the housekeeping with the same boring stuff. But I will say this, guys. Stick around to the end, because I am going to do a quick little custom with him, because I'm really not feeling the wings. Some of you are, and that's okay. I'm not. We're going to do something else. But we'll start off with the boring stuff, which is the stand. Again, would have preferred some extra hands, some punching hands. It's okay. And then the source material. The back of the card, we're just not going to read it. It's the same thing about Al becoming Spawn. So if you don't know how Spawn became, if you don't know how Al Simmons became Spawn, guys, just don't collect anymore. All right. So let me get up here and let's bring in all these guns in here so we can take a look at them. So you guys can take a look. Some of my favorite ones are these weird square ones that McFarlane has introduced. Now, for me, McFarlane, you could have painted these black like you've done with the other series, but I mean, it's okay. It just feels like it's just lazy work. I've always loved this one. This is typical of Spawn, Commando Spawn or She Spawn. I think she had a couple of these. So I love this right here with the grenade launcher. M16. Yeah, it's an M16 on there. We got ourselves a nice little shoddy. And again, these accessories are amazing, guys. This is just worth it for the accessories. We definitely got a grenade launcher or canister launcher, whichever you want to call it. We've got an AK. Don't think that Spawn is into the AK, and then last but not least, we got ourselves a bit of a Tommy gun. Why would Spawn have a Tommy gun? I don't know, unless there's a Spawn Noir, from the 30s that we don't know about. But hey, it is McFarlane, who you never know what he's going to come up with. But I'm going to reach in here, guys, real quickly, and we'll take a look at the minions. Now, I've only read the first omnibus, which I think is the first 6 chapters of King Spawn when he goes up Kincaid. And I did order, guys, that big fella from Warhammer, the mega figure bald guy. It looks almost like Kincaid. Other than the fact that Kincaid did come back in King Spawn, and he came back with Hell's power, regenerating power, and he's just towering over Spawn. So I wanted to get that, but got myself these guys, which gives me that whole Pacific Rim type of look. Look at this thing. I don't remember him seeing with these minions, unless I got to keep reading, but there's one of them there. And then, so you guys know, the only thing that articulates, would have been great if Jaws would have articulated here. It's just these arms. So that's pretty much it. Like a little beast annoying Spawn or Al. And I don't know, man. I don't really picture Al hanging out with these weird creatures. This is more like Clown's business or Violator's business, or the Clown. So, pretty much this is what they look like. I'm kind of digging that we're getting all this type of stuff, but this kind of stuff, I don't know. I don't see Spawn as hanging out with any of these creatures, especially becoming king. But again, we're now going to bring Spawn in so you guys can take a look. First, let's start off with the wings. I think it's a little corny. I know that there's a version of Spawn, the Wings of Redemption, I think it's called, but I'm not into that. I prefer the cape, because the cape is part of the uniform, and it's a symbiote. It's a living symbiote. They put in the crown on Spawn here, on Al. And honestly, McFarlane, you could have made it white, or you could have made it silver, like in one of the images, which if I do find it, I will post it there on the screen. He did do the continuous armor. Now, this is what the wings look on him, guys. I'm going to pull these off so we can look at Spawn a little better. So let me make sure we don't break them, because they did come in the box already in there, hooked up. All right, that came off easily, no issues. Either way, guys, the custom I'm gonna do is probably gonna, I'm never gonna put these wings on him ever again. But this is the back, so you guys can see. Got the Spawn booty there. You got that there. You got the boot. And then lately, I've been liking Spawn with the teeth. I only wish McFarlane should have articulated this. This is just laziness. This is your own product, man. And then this gauntlet here has like this hook thing here, which I don't remember him using that. It's no longer like a straight punching thing. It's like a hook on there. So let's take a quick peek at the articulation, guys. So the head, obviously, he is a demon, a hell spawn. He can do the whole thing. We definitely get the T-pose. You definitely got the bushing there. With McFarlane, we've got the biceps, double jointed elbows, guys. The wrist is on that ball joint that I can't stand. So Spawn can, stretch this back, can lean forward like that. You definitely, the chains don't get in the way of him doing a little quick little split. You definitely get that. And the side to side, you definitely get all that. The kick, you can kick this far. Double jointed knees. So you definitely got that there. And last but not least, guys, you get the boot that was sculpted in there with the joint, and you get all that there in there. So you do get the pivot, the ups and downs. So it is a little bit stiff, and then the toe articulation. So overall, guys, it's just a regular Spawn. However, with a new face, a new sculpt, old, the old body. It's not like the MK11 body. You still get that looking, which I love. Almost gives me the impression of Shadow of a Spawn. But now, guys, comes the part where I'm going to step away. We're going to pause the video, and then we're going to take a look at the custom, okay? Be right back. All right, and welcome back. Welcome back to the show, guys. Here we have Spawn with the cape. What you're listening to right now is me doing a voiceover, and I'm showing you the chains that came with the Max Bird cape. So I'm going to do my best to try to remember what I had said, but here I'm just showing you guys that we got a chain from Max Bird, and that I'll be using that, if I remember clearly on my recording, that I will be using that to give it to She Spawn. At this point right now that you guys are looking at is I only draped the cape from Max Bird on top of the figure. And I remember when I pointed to this part here, I didn't tape down anything. I only put it to display of what it looks like. So at this point, please take a look at what Spawn looks like with this cape. As you guys can see, everything looks beautiful on it. I'm just adjusting the cape here. That's why I removed them. You guys can see it just looks wonderful. Max Bird makes the best Spawn capes and the best capes. There has been other guys that I've used, but I have to say that Max Bird is one of the best ones that I truly enjoy. So at this point, I'm just fixing the cape here, even though I didn't tape it. Wanted to show you how much better the figure looks without the wings. The wings just didn't do it for Spawn. The comic doesn't show him with the wings. It doesn't have the wings of redemption, or what they call them. So at this point right now, I'm just letting you know that I'm genuinely pleased with the look of the figure. I'm generally pleased with everything that I've done to the figure. And you can always swap the head. I remember saying that you can always swap the head. Maybe I said it earlier, but one of the failures McFarlane did was not add articulation to the jaw. And I think that's a big failure on his part. He would have done that. But overall, guys, I am genuinely pleased with the figure. So again, guys, I'm just ad-libbing on what I'm guessing of what I said here throughout the video. Again, this is just my re-recording of it. Again, truly apologize. It's the first time I'm doing a voiceover. but it seems like the microphone wasn't working when I went back now to editing. So I'm just ad-libbing here, whatever I'm doing on there with the figure. So I think at this point, I'm going to assume that I said that if you like today's video, leave a like, share with somebody, hit the bell to get notified, not to mention subscribe. And with that, this review is done. And I can tell you that we are definitely out.